The best way to learn about meditation is to practice, and to practice regularly. So we're going to dive into the meditation practice now. So if you're not sitting down, I'm going to ask you to please sit down either on a chair or on your couch or on a meditation cushion or on a pillow on the floor. Either of these approaches, any of these approaches are totally effective and totally okay. It's just important to listen to your body and to find a comfortable posture for you. Some of the most important points to keep in mind when we're meditating is that we want to sit with a very erect spine. So we don't want to have any stress in our back or in the muscles in our back, but we want to feel as though there's a small string connected to the top of our head or to the crown of our head, which is very gently pulling our spine up. So it's taking off the weight on our vertebrae and on our spine. So we have a nice gentle extension through our spine. We're not collapsing, we're not slouching, and we're also not stressing the back muscles in any way. If you're sitting in a chair, it's very important to have both feet on the floor. It's nice to feel the earth underneath your feet, to feel grounded and connected to the earth. As far as hand position is concerned, I like to sit with my hands interlaced like this, and I leave them just in my lap. It's also very effective to bring your palms together and leave them in your lap like this. And it's also very effective to have your palms face down on your thighs. And the reason why I recommend these three specific approaches is it helps the energy in your body to flow more smoothly, and it also keeps the energy in your body contained, because when we have our hands open like this, our energy is heading out into the universe, into the space around us, which can distract us from the specific meditation technique that we're going to be doing. If you're sitting on the floor or on a meditation cushion, of course the most common position is to have your legs crossed in what they call lotus position, or when we're little kids they call it sitting Indian style sometimes. When you're sitting on the floor, if your hip flexors and your groin muscles are tight, I recommend making sure that you sit on a pillow or on a meditation cushion, because what this does is it brings your hips up so it's higher than your knees. Because if your knees are above your hips, the energy is going to flow down into your hips and get stuck, and you're going to get uncomfortable, and it's going to be hard to sit through the meditation practice. So I recommend just making sure that your hips are higher than your knees. On that note, if you're very tall and you're sitting in a chair and your knees therefore are higher than your hips or your pelvis, I recommend sitting on some pillows so that your hips become higher than your knees. Again, these are just subtle tips for creating the most effective meditation practice that actually feels good for your body, so you don't get uncomfortable and you don't distract yourself from the actual intention of the meditation.